Well, I mean, if you take the space program as an example, I mean, obviously, you know, if you're a government-run space program and you have a disaster, you can afford to most likely, you know, get through that disaster and keep going. If you're a private company and you have a disaster in a space program, depending on what stage the disaster comes, how early on in the progress, it could do, you know, major damage to the program. So I think you just have to go into it with your eyes open, and you have to do, you know, everything you can to try to avoid those disasters. You know, NASA lose 3% of all the people they put into space. A private program can't afford to lose anybody, really. So I mean, as a group of companies, we protect ourselves against a catastrophe happening in any one of our companies by having 300 separate limited companies. So if we had a rogue trader in one of our companies, or if we had you know, a disaster in one of our companies, it's not going to bring the rest of the Virgin Group crashing down. And so we have firewalls between each company. Fortunately, we've never let a company go bust, and if a company does have problems, because our reputation is everything, we'll put our hands in our pocket and bail it out, rather than suffer the reputational damage of letting it go bust. You know, but I think you have to realise that if you're doing these big ventures, the downside is much bigger, because, you know, most likely the investment's going to be that much bigger of it going wrong, and you have to take that into account. You know, I think the word business can sound very dry, but what business is creating something, you know, extraordinarily exciting, which will make a difference to people's lives. I mean, most big ambitious goals are made up of I mean, I often compare